Welcome to Armored Gaming. This is Panther Al. Today I'm bringing you a replay of a game I had a day before last that I thought was worthy of inclusion on my channel. I would call this situational awareness, poor decisions, and the sound of Brrrrttt. Now I'm starting out the battle here on Eastern Europe in realistic battles. I'm starting out with the Panther D. It's been a little while since I last fielded it. I took it out just enough to go ahead and get some extra armor on the turret. My first objective when I usually go on this map is to go ahead and slide off to the flanks. Almost always there's somebody obviously flanking way north, and if you don't do anything about it, they're going to come and surprise you with that. So I always try to do something about it. Now, I forgot just how bad the turret traverse was on the Panther D, so I'm just going to go ahead and blitz over. Now here you can see a comet crossing the bridge. Now I saw movement, but I didn't know what it was. But I knew that somebody was going north, so I decided instead of going through the town here, I'll go ahead and go north this way. Typically this is what I usually do. Let's go ahead and fast forward just a little bit. The good thing about the Panther in this situation is that it's quite agile. Yes, the reverse speed is garbage. I mean, there's no illusions about that. And the turret traverse could be a good bit better. But at this battle rating, it's really not that bad. And if you can get on a flank, you can do wonderful things. And you see the comets maneuvering over there. I have no idea he's there. Basically, the idea here is I'm going to push up to this little ridge here, post up, observe, think about my next move. That's one thing a lot of players, I think, make a mistake, is they go and rush in before they're ready. I'm as guilty about it as anybody else. But at least in the beginning of the game, I'm very careful about checking things out. So let's take it back to 1 speed. Now here I am, I'm scanning. I'm looking for anybody crossing this open field. I'm hold down, my lower plate's concealed. All I have to worry about is my upper plate and my turret. The good news is so far I'm seeing nobody. That's also kind of bad news, because you do want to see a target up here. Because if you see targets moving, that's a pretty good indication of that's their flank attack. And if you get a good shot on them, you can get off to a pretty good start. So basically I just stick here for about a minute or two, just scan, and here I am, I'm moving up again. At this point I pretty much decided that there's nothing to be seen. Go ahead and move up towards the town. Matter of fact, my original intention is to go right about here and kind of swing in behind it. But I'm keeping an eye out in the town anyways, looking, seeing if there's anybody out here. Binos, free look, all very important. Basically, I'm looking about this direction right now during the match. Kind of see if there's anything there. We'll occasionally popping up to look here and over that way. Now, there's that comet. I don't see him yet. I'm still looking, I'm still looking. At this point, I see his turret. So I try to get in position to do something about it. Don't get in a rush. Take your time. Make sure your shots are good. My shots here weren't perfect, or he got lucky, one or the other. Right there, sweet spot, his crew is jacked. Now he's doing the right thing here. At first he's trying to find cover until he figures out where the shot came from. Pretty soon he figures it out. Especially since I add a few more cents. Now at this point I'm rather surprised I didn't get an ammo rack. I mean, I've hit his ammo twice now. It should have happened here. Another shot. Back of his turret. His crew is getting jacked, his engine's jacked. But he's doing the right thing. He is just running at this point. That's all you can do. To stick around and try to repair behind a building is suicide, because I'm here in a Panther. If he would have stayed there and just repair, I would have snuck up on him and he'd been done. But he didn't. As you can tell, he's zooming into town. I didn't know this. I figured he was probably hiding right here behind this building. To be fair, half the time I'd do the same. So I'm sneaking around, looking to see where he's hiding. Don't see anything. Nothing. Lots and lots of nothing. Being careful, scanning, see nothing. Now he's down behind that little hill right there. That's smart. I didn't even think of that. All I'm doing is I'm checking around, checking my location, seeing if there's anybody else out here. I don't see anybody. Push around. I'm scanning the horizon here, see if I can see any targets. I know they're over there. I see the shooting. But there's nothing for me to do. Glance this way. Really nothing. Keep on looking. Hopefully you see something. No good shots. Comet's still right there and I don't know it. And after a moment I said, okay, well, enough of this. I'm not going to see anything. That comet's going to go alive here soon. Let me go ahead and push out of here. Because he's not up here, which I thought he was. Then he'll be moving back this way pretty soon. It's time to go someplace else. So I'm doing perhaps the obvious thing, but really the best option in this situation. Instead of going down there in that town, I'm pushing up to get an overwatch on their spawn. I'm moving through the village, trying to use as much cover as I can. And now the comet's back in motion again. He's looking for me. Can't blame him, I'd do the same. No idea he's down there. All I know is he's somewhere in that town. And in a Panther versus a Comet, close range, I'm not going to do it. So, I'm cruising this way trying to accomplish something. Now the Comet, I think, decides that I have to be up here someplace. So he's kind of pushing on this hill. I still don't see him. Don't see any good targets. I'm looking. Nothing. Now Comet's right over there. Either he sees me or he suspects I'm over here, because I still don't see anything. Because I'm looking all this way. There we go. We got an M15. Hide in the hills. I see an M18. M18's more dangerous. Let's do something about it. Good solid shot. Unfortunately, I just exposed myself, because there's the Comet. I don't think he sees me or he's trying to set up a shot. One of the two. Nothing's happening. There we go. He shoots me. At this point, I realize he's behind me. So I'm basically, instead of just waiting for my turret to traverse, I'm using my hull to help me traverse. Angle up just nice and tight. Nothing happens. Return fire. Dead. 2 kills. Okay, I don't see that Sherman 5. But I do see that M15, and he's been sitting there for a while now. So I check to see if there's any more dangerous targets. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. More nothing. Lots of nothing. Decided to do something about that M15. Little do I know, there's a whole bunch of planes coming in. Rockets kind of alert me, but I figured I'm fine. I only know the one plane. I thought the guy that rocketed me was the same guy. So take a shot at the ZSU. He's going out of building. Just keep looking. Typhoon's incoming. I don't see him. Remember, situational awareness. This is a failure. Push up just a little bit more. Typhoon definitely knows I'm here. There's the ZSU. Take out a shot. Okay, he's shooting at me pretty good. See that Typhoon? I don't see him. Another shot. And here comes the bombs. And I am screwed because I realized my tracks are done and I'm dead. So situational awareness. Even when you're sighting in on somebody, keep an eye out for air, especially if you got rocketed once. But here's the situational awareness failure number 2. I assumed it was the same plane that strafed me earlier. So I thought there was only one plane. As you can tell, there was 3. So here I go, I respawn in. I'm thinking about what I want to take. I have options of a Tiger, but I decide to take the Anteater here. Spawn in and immediately realize I've done fucked up. I see 3 fighters. So I'm going to go against 3-1 plus that 109. I keep flying in. One of them crashes, so I think it's down to 2-1. Then I think back again, oh, I'm still 3-1. At this point, I figure, oh, I better help out the other guy here. Besides, it's a P-61, looks like an easy target. Now, as far as ammo goes, I took out a straight-up ground attack. With this thing, this is a ground attacker. I ignore that P-47. Remember, situational awareness? Right there, guys. So I come in on the P-61. Try and close in on him. Boy, did I overestimate his range. That was a huge mistake, wasted some ammo. Continuing on. Typhoon up there, ignore him. Waste more ammo. And here we go. Done. So I got a Typhoon and a P-47, and for some reason I'm ignoring both of them. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Again, situational awareness, completely lost it. So here we go. Cut back power. Dive in for my first gun run. Now at this point, I think I'm going for the SBA if I remember correctly. Oh, Typhoon's dead. I'm safe there, right? Not quite. Remember that P-47? Okay, here we go. We're coming in on the M15. Overshot, overshot. Killed. Zoom out. My typical tactic when I do close air support is I don't immediately always pull up. I usually go in a straight line at low altitude and just get out of the zone. Because I figure everybody with a machine gun is going to start shooting at me here very soon. At this point, pull up, reverse, and get ready for my next attack run. And what do I do here? Okay, I come around a little bit. I still don't see this P-47. Completely ignore him. Making my run. There we go, got some flak. Got a KV-85. Zorshed him. Wait for it. He's going to die right there by the side. He's on fire. Any moment now, he'll blow up. I'm getting ready for another attack run. And boom. P-47 that I ignored earlier. Look at him. Zap me. KV-85 dies. This P-47 is getting ready to go at me again. This guy is going to be my nemesis throughout the entire game. But here I am. I'm trying to get some sort of maneuver going. I know I'm dead. I'm just going to make him work for it at this point. Unfortunately, he doesn't have to work very hard because here I go down. But the funny thing is, he doesn't get credit for it. That Crusader does. Which kind of surprises me because then he gets credit for it. So, not exactly sure what happened there. So be it. So I pick out another vehicle. I could take a tank, but I decided to take a plane again. Now remember how I said in the title, this is situational awareness, poor decisions, and Brrrrttt? This is the Brrrrttt part. Because this gets pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and turn on chat down here so you can see it. Now, I took, again, ground targets. This is not a bad platform for basically strafing. Really isn't. Now, I know the P-47 is still out there, so I'm looking for him. I see the P-51. I think it's him for a second, then he dies and realize, okay, that's not the P-47. Don't worry about it. There's a 185. Great. Okay, I'm going to come in close, take a look at things, see what I can see. And keeping aware of that 185 ahead of me. Up, here comes the tank. Let's go kill it. Some damage, nothing significant. Okay, the 185, I think he tried to pull around on me, but decided against it. So here I go, turning around. There's Jim again. Diving down. And I think I'm going for Jim here. I don't know if it's him, but I see a tank, so I'm gunning for him. And boom. Zorshed him. He's hurt. Okay, I got this 185 on my tail. And the flak gets him. Great. You gotta love teammates with flak. So, complete my run out. Peel up. Get ready for another run. This is my typical tactic for ground tack. Come in at a shallow dive, hit, race on out, then flip it around and go back again. Here I go, I'm diving in. I see some tanks right there. I'm gunning for him. Nailed him. Pull on out. Now it's around this time the chat lights up. I'm not sure if it's going to copy on here. But Jim there starts making jokes about A-10s. And I tell him what I'm in. I just look at the 152C. It's a pretty good plane. You like it. I'm picking HFAPs. He laughs. Those things suck. He doesn't like them in planes. But it's all in good nature. He knows I'm just doing my job here. So I turn around, getting ready for another run. And there he goes. He's repaired. He's moving again. I don't know this, of course. Oh, got some flak coming at me. Get some altitude. And what do I do here? Pull around a little bit. Don't want to make it too easy for the flak, but I think they're going to get me here, I think, if I remember correctly. Yep, got me. So come on in. So I got a couple kills out of that. Between the 335 and the 152C, I believe I got... At this point, I was at 5 kills at this point in the game. So I think I did pretty good all in all with the air. Killed quite a few tanks. They're hurting. They're down to basically 4 players. We're not much better. We're better, but it turns out we're not much better because if you take a look, most of our players are in flak. So here I am in the Tiger. I figure at this point I'm in good shape. Killed lots of vehicles. A lot of the things out there are flak. I figured it's logical. So I'll take out the Tiger and see what I can accomplish. Keep an eye out for things. I know there was some over here earlier. I figured by looking at the map that we pushed them back a good way. So I'm pushing forward. There's that Typhoon. Different guy, but yeah. I did not know this at the time. I did not know he was in the air. So I'm pushing forward, looking for targets to kill. Being careful, thinking things through. Don't see him up there, then I see some action. So I stop, peek around, set the flak on fire. Speaking of flak, that ZSU-37 I hit my Panther, he wound up dying of his fire. So I'm engaging the target. ZSU-37s, you know how they are. You can pump them full of lead. It takes them 2 or 3 hits just to kill them. They're very, very tough. Okay. I don't see that M4A2 moving, so I'm pushing forward. Okay, at this point, I know there's a Typhoon in the air. So I'll keep an eye on things. Not much I can do about it. So be it. Pushing forward. We're capping B. I think we're in a good position here. I think we're going to win the game now. Because my thinking is we got them on the ropes. At least that's what I was thinking. Again, no sign of anybody else. I'm just pushing forward, trying to see anything. More nothing, more nothing. Even more nothing. Now, I'm not going through the town because typically in my experience, going through the town here is just, well, silly. Not really worth the effort because they're going to wind up getting flanked and it never ends well. I hear the planes start to panic. It's a 111. Not worried about it no more. What's he doing? I'm not exactly sure, but whatever. Ah, Hellcat. Don't see him either. But to be fair, at that range, you can't blame me. So here we are. Alright, there's the M4A2. I see him through the building. Set him on fire. He's not liking life. He's moving out of there. Now, see that Sherman right there? I don't see him. I think he sees me. Push forward. Okay, trying to kill Jim there. Killed him. Don't see that Sherman Firefly still. I'm still sitting over here doing my thing. I think he's still alive. He's not. So I push forward. Back up a little bit. Oh, I see him. He sees me. Doesn't matter. That Hellcat I didn't see? Remember situational awareness? Yeah. It bit me in the butt again. So now I know there are planes in the air. It affects my decision making. What do I take? Do I take another tank? Do I take a plane? Do I take flak? I have the Panzer 470, so I could take a tank destroyer. Instead, I take this.